Hi, my name is Ian Gack with Explode Swing, and I want to give you a great drill to help build better bat path through the zone. It's either called scissor or starter drill, depending on who you learn it from. But either way, it's the same thing. Great drill to help build better bat path, all right, and really isolate the lower half, take it out of the equation so we're not constantly pulling with the front side. So it's kind of has a couple of functions. One, most importantly, bat path through the zone. The other one, if we have hips that are flying open too early and all that, this is a good drill to help you get that under control and feel that front side staying closed longer to where we can have our good bat path through the zone. The other one is balance. It's a great drill for some balance and feeling the weight going against the front side. How we perform the drill, you put your front foot in line with the tee, right? We get our front foot one bat length off the outside corner. If you've seen my other video about getting the right distance off the plate, you should already know that. But yeah, one bat length off the outside corner, line our front foot up with the ball on the tee. And what we do is we take our back foot, right? If you're left-handed, it's your left foot. For me, it's my right foot. We're just going to drop it back to where we're in a position where I'm kind of like in a split squat position where I could just go straight down into a split squat or even a lunge. So our weight's centered forward, right? So I'm centered with my weight, but I'm also center of gravity's forward, right? You could still be here centered, but you're centered back right here with the heel down. So we want that heel up, right? Chest forward, hips should be slightly back, keeping that center of gravity forward. Line the front foot up with the tee and the ball, drop the back foot back, have that center of gravity forward, and from here, we're just gonna get a load, take that knob back to the catcher, so knob kind of goes in and back. We get our load, all right? Make sure that elbow's firing first, getting that in the elbow slot, keeping that barrel up, and we're working a good bat path, thinking through the zone on an angle, okay? So if I'm gonna work this way, I'd be working through the zone on that angle, working through the zone that way. That's how we keep our bat in the zone a long time, giving us the most room for error and being able to stay on pitches longer. So right here, okay? Thinking line drive right between the first baseman and second baseman with this. And have as good as balance as you possibly can. Feeling the weight going against the front knee, inside the front foot arch and ball of your foot. And we shouldn't have the back foot rotating at all. We're not looking to rotate and just spin. We want to keep stable and have a good balance, okay? This is a progression drill. So the next part of that drill, so I would say, you know, work on this until you get pretty good at it. Once you really get good at it, you know, if you just did 5 or 6 swings at each position, you'd be good to go if you're giving quality swings on each one. So from here, we go to 3/4 position. So we're working our way back to our normal swing. So now we swing our foot around. We're still with our back foot up, right, our back heel up, and we want to have the inside part of our knee thinking in and forward a little bit, having pressure inside the knee. So we don't want to see that back knee outside the front knee at all. We want to have it buried behind. So we're right there, right, and we want to feel pressure inside that back knee as well as pressure against the front knee. So front foot in line with the tee again in the ball. We're going 3/4 of the way, so we're just kind of splitting from here and where our foot ultimately ends up for our normal hitting position. So we're right in between, call it 3/4, call it halfway, whatever you want to call it. All right, so the front hips close, chest is square. So now we're going to load again, simple. Knob in and back, pointing towards the catcher. All right, line drive through the back corner of the cage, or thinking just to the left of the second baseman. All right there, we can get up to that toe. We just, again, don't want to see any spin. Okay, we're not looking to squish any bugs here. Again, when you get really good at it, 5 swings at each position is good. As you're learning it, you might need to take 10, 15, 20 at each position to really get a good feel for it. From here, the next position, we're going wide base, heels down. Okay, so front foot still in line with the tee for the pitch down the middle, right? That's the right depth of contact for a pitch on the middle. Have our distance off the plate still 1 bat length. Now we're leaving both heels down, and what we should feel is pressure between the knees and in the arches and the balls of the feet. And one thing when we swing, we're going to leave that heel down, we're going to feel some pressure inside part of the knee, right? Start the pull, that's the way we want to feel when we're driving that backside forward when we're normally swinging. So you should feel that pull right there, that little pressure right there as we go to drive forward in our normal swings. But for right here, we're leaving our heels down. Again, working good bat path, thinking through the zone, not across the zone. We shouldn't see heels coming up at all when we do this drill. Right there, feel pressure inside the knee right there. I'm feeling that myself. We want to try and take that front hip out of it as much as possible. We're not looking to spin. There's going to be some movement there because there has to be, but we're not trying to have any kind of movement like this. Okay, we're trying to just leave that front side there, keeping the chest and the hips square to the hitting zone, having good length with our barrel through the zone. The next part of the drill is both heels down. Next progression, front foot still in line with the tee for the pitch down the middle. As we do this, backside's going to fire with us. So think of the elbow and the knee firing together, okay? And when we do this, you're thinking about driving the inside part of your knee forward and in. Think about taking the inside part of your knee straight to your front heel, okay? So your back foot, as a result of our knee drive, should probably lose a little bit of distance away from the plate. If we're gaining distance with our foot towards the plate, pretty good chance that we're spinning off with our hips. And we're taking our bat across the zone, not through the zone. Right there, have as good as balance as you can. If we lose balance, it's over the plate or towards the hitting zone. We still have the ability to take great swings if we're losing balance over the plate. If we're losing balance away from the plate, we're probably not taking too good of a swing, taking our bat across the zone too early. Okay? And from there, we master that. We just end up on our normal swing, stride load swing, and finish it off. Really still emphasizing that back knee driving forward and in towards that front heel. Still probably losing a little bit of distance from the plate with our back foot, keeping us directional through the zone, really working that bat path through the zone, not across the zone. Remember, length through the zone, not quick in and out of the zone. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out exploseswing.com.